Good afternoon, students. In the previous class, we discussed about the bus arbitration. Okay, bus arbitration means, so if we are having the number of devices wants to do the data transfer by using the same bus at the same time. Then what the bus can take, which device is taking the first, then that will be a question there. So out of all the devices, which device takes the initiation to do the data transfer? Then that device is called the bus mastership. Okay, Amma? So under bus master, ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో బస్ మాస్టర్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ విచ్ డివైస్ టేక్ ద ఇనిషియేషన్ టు డూ ద డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్. ఏ డివైస్ అయితే మనకి డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఇనిషియేషన్ తీసుకుందో దట్ డివైస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద బస్ మాస్టర్. సో హౌ టు సెలెక్ట్ ద బస్ మాస్టర్? That is the bus arbitration. That is two methods: centralized arbitration and distributed arbitration. Centralized arbitration means that all the bus master position is indicated by the processor only. They are only single device taking the bus master. Okay, after completing the data transfer, that bus master will be passed to another device, like that. Okay, only single device take the decision which device is the bus master. The device is the processor in centralized arbitration. Okay, ma? If you are taking the distributed arbitration, all the devices take the all the devices wants to get the bus master. Okay, but out of all the devices, we are taking some of the contenders are there. So which contender is the winner? Then that winner device only the bus master there. Okay, Nama? So, remember? So like this, device A, device B are there. So here device B is the winner. Okay, we are doing some calculations here. Based on the calculations, we are deciding which device is the winner. So that winner takes the bus master here. Okay, this is about the bus arbitration. Now in this class we discussed about the buses. So these buses means already we know what is the buses. So here bus means a group of lines. A group of lines. Okay, so that means which is connected, which is used to connect all the internal devices in the computer. Okay, why we are connecting all the devices internally? Because to do the data transfer, we are connecting all the internal devices in the computer by using the bus. Okay, Nama? So that creates a communication path between the devices. ఓకేనా? బస్ అనేది ఏం చేస్తుంది, టూ డివైజెస్ మధ్యలో డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవ్వడానికి ఒక కమ్యూనికేషన్ పాత్ ని క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటుంది. ఓకేనా? ఇట్ ప్రొవైడ్స్ ఏ కమ్యూనికేషన్ పాత్ బిట్వీన్ ద డివైజెస్ విచ్ ఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ బై యూజింగ్ దిస్ బస్. ఓకేనా? ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ద బస్ హ్యావింగ్ 3 lines. What are they? Data lines, address lines and control lines. Okay, ma? Data lines, address lines and control lines. Okay, so here based on the data lines, what we know based on the data lines in the bus? So what is the word length of that processor is known by using the number of data lines. Okay, based on the address lines, we know what is the total memory capability of that processor. Suppose 20 address lines are there. So what is the total memory capability? 2 power 20 memory locations are there. That means 1 megabyte locations will be there. Okay, Amma? So control lines means that decides which operation is doing. Either read operation is doing or write operation is doing. Okay, control line says which operation is doing. Read operation or write operation. For doing that, for taking the decision there, we are using R by W bar signal. Do you remember? R by W bar. Okay, R by W bar. If this will be equal to 0, then write operation is performed because bar complement will be there. Okay, complement will be there. If this signal is 1, then read operation is performed. Okay, control line says whether read operation is performed or write operation is performed. Okay, suppose if we want to do the data transfer from the input device to the processor, then we are taking that will be in read operation. Okay, Amma. Suppose if the data is transferred from the processor to the output device, then that will be taking as a write operation. Like that, depending this R by W bar signal, we know whether read operation is done or write operation is done. Okay. So in this way, we are taking the buses here. Okay, Amma. Here, a bus protocol is the set of rules. A bus protocol is a set of rules that governs the behavior of various devices connected to the bus as to when to place information on the bus, assert control signals, and so on. That means here, whatever how the data is transferred between the devices. That means by using the bus. Okay, that provides a communication path between the devices. Okay, Amma. Here in a synchronous bus, all devices derive timing information. In a synchronous bus, all devices derive timing information from a common clock line. Equal spaced pulses on this line define equal time intervals. Okay, equal time intervals. Okay, ma. So these buses are two types. One is synchronous bus, another one is asynchronous bus. Okay, ma. One is synchronous bus and another one is asynchronous bus. Okay, na. So synchronous bus means here we are taking common clock cycle. Common clock line will be taking. Clock means one clock cycle means that is having both the positive and negative. That means some period will be on and some period will be off. The totally called it as a clock cycle. Okay, ma. So here we are taking equal spaced pulses. Equal spaced pulses on this line define equal time intervals. ఓకేనా అంటే పాజిటివ్ సైకిల్ ఎంత అయితే టైం పీరియడ్ తీసుకున్నామో ద నెగటివ్ సైకిల్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో టేకింగ్ ద సేమ్ టైం పీరియడ్ హియర్. ఓకే, in the simplest form of a synchronous bus, each of these intervals constitutes a bus cycle during which one data transfer can take place. Okay na? So మనకి డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది అనేది మనకి తెలుస్తుందమ్మా బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దిస్ ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, so this is the timing diagram for a synchronous bus. Here if you are taking this synchronous bus, here we are taking a common clock line. Common clock line. Here equally spaced pulses. Okay, this is the positive pulse, this is the negative pulse. Okay, Amma. That means here this line defines equal time intervals. Equal time intervals. Okay, na? So each of these intervals constitute a bus cycle. Okay, na? Totally positive half cycle plus negative half cycle. Totally we are taking that will be a bus cycle. Okay, ma. During which one data transfer can take place. So here the data transfer can take place. Okay, na? Here the address and data lines in this and subsequent figure. Here this shows address and data lines. This the first signal is bus clock. This is having equally spaced positive and negative pulses here. Totally this becomes a bus cycle. Okay, ma. here at time T0, the positive pulse will be started. At time T1, the negative pulse is started. So at time T2, that bicycle is completed here. Okay, ma? So what happens here at time T0 here? So this will be address and command lines will be there. Okay. At this, from between T0 to T1, the address will be decoded from the processor. Okay, amma? So here address అనేది decode అవుతుందమ్మా ఇక్కడ from T0 to T1 చూడండి. Here at the time T0, the master places the device address on the data lines. Okay, na? The device address on the data lines here. Okay, and sends an appropriate command here. And sends an appropriate command on the control lines. Okay, na? Chudama, here at the time T0, this address will be started and some appropriate command will also start here only at the time T0. Okay, na? So ikkada em jarugutundi manaki, the command will indicate an input operation. Okay, and specify the length of the operand to be read. That means here whether read operation is done, so how much data will be read, enta data read avutundi ante, that is the length of the operand is known here. Okay, Chunama, if you observe this timing diagram here at this position between T0 to T1, the address decoding is done here. Whether the address is decoding, then the data will be starts here at the time instant T1 to T2, the data will be transferred here. Okay, amma, at this time instant. Okay, na? So ikkada manaki chudandamma, the maximum propagation delay between the two devices is connected to the bus here. Okay, na? It also has to be long enough to allow all devices to decode the address and control signals. Okay, na? So under here, this is the address and command here. Chudamma, here where this cross line in this is the timing diagram for synchronous bus. That means generally synchronous bus means, what is meant by synchronization here generally? Chudamma, synchronization means here, suppose if the two devices are there, device 1 transfers the data to device 2. Okay, so here the data transfer is in how many bits per second we are taking. Okay, na? How much speed the data is transferred with how much speed will be considered there. Okay, na? అంటే ఇప్పుడు డివైస్ 1 ఎంత అయితే స్పీడ్ తో డేటాని ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుందో అంతే స్పీడ్ తో డివైస్ 2 అనేది రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంది అనుకోండమ్మా, దెన్ దెర్ ఈస్ నో లాస్ ఆఫ్ డేటా దేర్. ఓకేనా? సపోజ్ డివైస్ 1 అనేది సపోజ్ 10 బిట్స్ పర్ సెకండ్ డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? పర్ సెకండ్ 10 బిట్స్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుంది అంటే డివైస్ 2 కి కూడా రిసీవ్ చేసుకునే క్యాపబిలిటీ ఎంత ఉండాలి? 10 బిట్స్ పర్ సెకండ్ క్యాపబిలిటీ ఉండాలి. దెన్ ఓన్లీ ద టోటల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రీచ్డ్ ద డివైస్ 2. ఓకేనా? అప్పుడే మనకి టోటల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మొత్తం డివైస్ 1 నుంచి డివైస్ 2 కి వస్తుంది. అవునా? సపోజ్ డివైస్ 2 అనేది ఓన్లీ 7 బిట్స్ పర్ సెకండ్ రిసీవ్ చేసుకుంది అనుకోండి, సో దేర్ 3 బిట్స్ ఆర్ లాస్డ్ దేర్. ఓకేనా? సో హౌ మచ్ స్పీడ్ ఈస్ దేర్? ఓకే, సో డివైస్ 1 డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎంత అయితే స్పీడ్ తో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుందో, ద సేమ్ స్పీడ్ ఈస్ గెటింగ్ అట్ ద డివైస్ 2 ఆల్సో టు రిసీవ్ ద డేటా. ఓకేనా? దెన్ ఓన్లీ we are getting the total information which is sending from the device 1 to device 2. Okay, na? Otherwise we lost some data. Okay, That's why only here we are taking here. This is the bus clock. This bus clock having equal positive pulses and negative pulse here. Okay, this time T0 to T1 takes for address decoding. Okay, so after completing this address decoding here, the data will be transferred here between the time T1 and T2. Okay, ma? This is the synchronous bus timing diagram. Okay, so here next asynchronous bus. Asynchronous bus. Here asynchronous bus means here we need handshake signals. Okay, ma? We need handshake signals. What is meant by handshake signals? Here we are not using any clock cycles. We are not using any clock cycles. So we are representing handshake signals here. Okay, ma? And suppose if we suppose if you are taking the class timetable. Suppose mana class timetable undi anukunnama. So based on that reference timetable, we know which class is conducting at particular time. Okay na? So అంటే ఆ టైం టేబుల్ చూడగానే మనకి ఏం తెలుస్తుంది, ఏ క్లాస్ జరుగుతుంది పర్టికులర్ టైం కి అనేది తెలుస్తుంది. సపోజ్ మండే, ట్యూస్డే, వెన్స్డే లైక్ దట్. ఓకే, సపోజ్ థర్స్డే పర్టికులర్ టైం లో at 2 o'clock which class is running. That is also known by using the reference timetables. That means the teacher knows and the student also knows by taking the timetable. Okay na? Suppose if the timetable is not given to the students, randomly the classes are going on, then how the student know at a particular day, at a particular time which class is going on? Suppose timetable ledu, random ga elago kala classes తీసుకుంటున్నాం అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు మనకి స్టూడెంట్ కి ఈ పర్టికులర్ డే లో పర్టికులర్ టైం లో ఏ క్లాస్ జరుగుతుంది అంటే that is not known. Then at that time we are giving some handshake signals. That means particularly day wise timetable will be given to the students there. Okay, that's why here an alternative scheme for controlling data transfers on the bus చూడమ్మా. An alternative scheme for controlling data transfers on the bus is based on the use of a handshake between the master and the slave. What is the master and who is the master and who is the slave here? Master means which device takes the initiation to do the data transfer. That device is the master. Okay, so a device aithe data transfer initiation తీసుకుంటుందో that device is called a master. Okay ma? Or initiator. Master is also known as initiator. Slave means which device addressed by this master is referred as a slave. అంటే ఈ మాస్టర్ వల్ల అడ్రస్డ్, which device addressed by this master is a slave. This slave is also known as a target also. Okay ma? Here master means which device takes the initiation to do the data transfer is called a master or initiator also. Okay ma? So slave means which device is addressed by this master is called a slave. Okay na? So here in asynchronous bus we are using handshake signals between the master and slave. Okay ma? So here this here no clock cycles is taken here. Address and command will be take here. So this is belongs to address and command. Okay, so this address will be giving at a time T0. Okay ma? The address will be giving at a time T0 here. So these are the different time instance. At T0 the master places the address and command information on the bus. Okay, so ikkada manaki address command start ayindamma ikkada. Okay na? At the time T0. Next, at the time T1, what happens? The master sets the master ready line to 1. So what it indicates, ఎప్పుడైతే master ready line 1 అయిందో అది ఏం ఇండికేట్ చేస్తుంది? This informs the IO devices that the address and command information is ready. Okay, Amma? That the address and command information is ready. At T1, this master ready signal becomes high. This indicates the IO devices that address and command information is ready here. Okay, Amma? Next, so here the master will take the initiation to do the data transfer. Here the master device is ready. So whenever this master device is ready, then the handshake signals will be giving to the slave. Okay, Amma? The handshake signals will be giving to the slave. Okay, na? Then at the time T2, Churnama, at the time T2, here the selected slave having decoded the address and command information performs the required input operation. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది అంటే మా ఇక్కడ అడ్రస్ అండ్ కమాండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ డికోడ్ చేసుకొని సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద మాస్టర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్స్ ద డేటా సో విచ్ స్లేవ్ డివైస్ ఈజ్ రెడీ సో ఏ స్లేవ్ డివైస్ అయితే ఇక్కడ రెడీగా ఉంటుందో దట్ బికమ్స్ హై హియర్. ఓకే అమ్మా చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది అట్ టైం T2 the selected slave here this is the slave ready signal. Okay, the selected slave having decode the address and command information here. Okay, na performs the required input operation by placing the data from its data register on the data lines. From its data register on the డేటా లైన్స్ చూడమ్మా T2 దగ్గర మనకి స్లేవ్ రెడీ సిగ్నల్ ఎప్పుడైతే హై అయిందో ద డేటా విల్ బి ఆల్సో స్టార్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ టైమ్ ఇన్స్టెంట్ T2. ఓకేనా సో ద స్లేవ్ రెడీ ఈజ్ హై అండ్ ద డేటా ఈజ్ ఆల్సో స్టార్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. ఓకేనా సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అట్ ద టైమ్ ఇన్స్టెంట్ T2. దట్ మీన్స్ హియర్ ద స్లేవ్ రెడీ విల్ డికోడ్ ద అడ్రస్ అండ్ కమాండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ and performs the required input operation. This is the input operation by placing the data from its data register on the data lines. Okay na? So ikkada em jarugutundi chudandi it sets the slave ready signal to 1. Okay na? This is done at the time instant T2. So what happens at the time instant T3 here? T3 దగ్గర ఏం జరుగుతుందమ్మా here? The slave ready signal, that means this slave ready signal arrives at the master, indicating that the input data are available on the bus. The input data. This is the input data. This is available on the bus here. Okay, ma? So here at T4, this master removes the address and command line. At T5, the slave ready signal is also goes to low. That means the data, the input data. Chunama. Here for asynchronous bus, we are taking two timing diagrams. That is for input operation and output operation. Input operation, output operation separately we are doing. Okay, ma? Chundi. At the time instant T1, the master is ready. Here at time instant T1, the master is ready to do the data transfer here. At time instant T2, the slave is ready to take the data transfer here. Okay na? So ikkada manaki em jarugutundi ikkada totally this belongs to input data transfer. That means this is the data which is transferred from this master device. Okay ma? So this is the timing diagram for input operation. Next, here handshake control of data transfer during an output operation. How this will be? Okay, so here also address and command is starting at the time instant T0. Okay na? here whatever the data input operation is completed in this. Okay, ఇక్కడ input operation complete అయిపోయింది కదమ్మా, then that input data will be take here. Okay, the input data will be take here. So at time instant t1 the master device will be ready here. That means the master ready signal will goes high here. Okay, now whenever this goes high, that will gives the handshake signal to the slave. Okay, now whenever this slave is ready, then that will gives the handshake signal. Okay, ma. By knowing these handshake signals, we are transferring the data between the master and the slave. Okay, in asynchronous bus, we are having two timing diagrams. That is for input operation. This is the timing diagram for input operation. This is the timing diagram for output operation. Okay, ma. This is a asynchronous bus. These are the two types of buses, synchronous bus and asynchronous bus. Okay, na? If you are taking here, the choice of a particular design involves trade-offs among factors such as, see here, simplicity of the device interface. Simplicity of the device interface here, ability to accommodate device interfaces that introduce different amounts of delay. Okay, total time required for bus transfer. And so the data transfer. Okay, if you are considering asynchronous bus here, the handshake process eliminates the need for synchronization of the sender and the receiver clock, thus simplifying timing design. Okay, if you consider synchronous bus, then clock circuitry must be designed. That is positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Both are having equal time intervals. We are consider. Okay, carefully to ensure proper synchronization, and delays must be kept within strict bounds. That means totally bus cycle will be there. Within that bus cycle only the data will be transferred in this synchronous bus. Okay, ma. So all of you practice this timing diagrams for synchronous bus timing diagram, and for asynchronous bus input operation, output operation timing diagrams. Okay, na? So in the next class, we start the next topic. Okay, ma?